The Great Resignation was superseded by the controversial trend of quiet quitting, seen by some as the withdrawal from all effort in relation to professional life, and by others as the mere reach for work-life balance. Now we're starting to talk about career cushioning. Career cushioning is the trend of taking actions to future-proof your career should you want to or be forced to leave your current role. A survey of 1,000 employees around Australia conducted in January 2023 found the following. 44% of Australian employees want their next role to be in another organisation. Job seekers are fueled by a dislike for their job and bad culture. 71% of Australians feel like their job is secure, and 57% of Australians believe their current pay does not meet rising cost of living pressures. Career cushioning, the action of making yourself more hireable should you lose or want to leave your job, is booming.
18 to 24-year-olds are especially active with their efforts to future-proof their careers. They were 9% more likely to be seeking mentorship, 14% more likely to be seeking freelance opportunities, and 33% more likely to be expanding their skill set.
A surprisingly low number of cushioners are looking to better understand tech tools. Only 13% of men and 9% of women are taking this action.
54% of Australian employees did not receive a pay rise last year, which sheds light on why so many may feel like their salary is not in keeping with inflation. For those whose pay increased, it went up by an average of 7%, almost the same as the rate of inflation, and was skewed in favour of the younger generations. 52% of workers aged 18 to 34 had experienced an increase, while 67% of workers aged 55 plus said their salaries had stayed the same. Workers aged 25 to 34 were also more likely to have received a cash bonus.
More are now looking for a 10 to 20% pay increase. Fewer people were seeking more than a 30% increase. 5% would be willing to accept less pay for better job security.
It's not all about the money. Flexible working is second only to cash incentives in its potential to win over new talent. In a smaller but important statistic, 15% of part-time and casual employees said a change in employment contract would convince them to stay in their current role.
Macro Recruitment is an award-winning recruitment agency that has been running since 1991. Macro specializes in finding meaningful permanent and casual employment for workers based in Australia. Should you like to register with Macro, you can apply for this vacancy or send your resume to jobshop@macrorecruitment.com.au. Thanks for listening.